I am officially on my first day of um vacation for summer break for my kids. So yay, yay, yay. I don't have to get up. I don't have to pack lunches, nothing. So I'm excited about that. But with that, I don't have a lot of time of sitting down and um editing videos, etc., doing all that. I do plan on doing something for True Crime Tuesday tomorrow. I think what I might actually do is do a redo of a video that I removed. It was one of my celebrity series for true crime. And so I'll probably be working on that. That might come out late Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. We'll see how things go. Tomorrow I've got to finish the last of my Christmas shopping because I have nothing done. So if you don't catch me live, you can catch me on the replay. I'm gonna be filling my nails. I a couple videos ago I did these press-ons. I put acrylic overlay over top of them. And so what I'm gonna do today, because except for the one finger that I lost in the phone holder incident, they've stayed on pretty well. They're not lifting, so I'm just gonna rough up around my cuticles. I did trim them a little shorter, but and I am gonna take this one down to a coffin shape because I just can't anymore. So I thought I'd wait to do that until I was on camera so you can see how easy the one cuts are, and that's maybe a little bit more. I can do that the rest of that with a file. But easy breezy, just take them right down. It's easy because there's only a little bit on there. And I thought, while I do this and show you, I'm going to fill these just like I would regular acrylic nails that I did the tips or tips or forms, either or. But that's the nice thing about using either hard gel or acrylic over top of them, is it really does give you that option to not have to go quite so deep in with it and soak everything all off. So yeah, I'm just roughing up around that natural nail. That's all I'm really doing, just a little bit, not too deep because you don't want to create big divots in your nails. But while I was getting some of the rest of my stuff done, like I said, I've got a couple of things to chitty chat about. And first, as I saw that Rob Reiner's son had been recently diagnosed with schizophrenia. And that he is most likely pleading not guilty. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming in and saying hi. If you can, I'm trying to grow my channel, so if you are having fun in here, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for me. I would really appreciate it. It's all free and it just helps me get out there for people to see. So anyway, back to the Reiners. So he's going to be pleading not guilty by reason of insanity. And according to his lawyer, he's just in kind of this fugue state. And it sounds like they are blaming it on some... Hi, Linda. Blaming it on some, like a medication mishap. Perhaps they gave him the wrong meds. Anybody that's dealt with someone that has mental health issues, or has ever been in a mental health crisis knows, there's no one pill that fixes everything, and a lot of times it is going down through a list I put acrylic, I put press-ons on, and then I put acrylic over them to give them a little bit of strength, Danielle. And then they just I'm actually amazed at how fast they've grown this time because they weren't this long when I started. And this set is about 3 weeks old. So I don't know if you can see. It's not real thick. I just did a thin layer just to give it a little bit of extra strength because I'm a mom, I'm a boy mom, so I'm constantly cleaning, scrubbing, picking up, tripping over, so and what I'm also going to do is I will show you that whole process today because I did lose a nail, like I said. Hi, 63rd. Hi, how are you? I'm doing good today. My sleep schedule is all my sleep schedule's all messed up because we were sick for a while, and then now, being it's my kid's vacation, I got to sleep in today, so now I'm going to be up for a while tonight. Okay. So anyway, speaking of mental health, right? Yikes. Oh, I knew what you meant. What I'm doing today, I knew what you meant, Danielle. What I am doing today is I'm going to do one of my favorite colors from oh, there we go. Morgan Taylor. I'm using regular polish because I cannot find, I don't even kind of see, it's kind of like a real deep cherry red, nice burgundy frost, but I can't find one in any gel polishes that I really like yet. So I'm doing regular polish, and I'm not sure. It depends on how fast it dries and everything and what time we're at. If I do, I'm going to either do the nail art today or I'm going to do it tomorrow. So we'll just see how it goes. I'm thinking, though, I'd like to do some kind of frosty snowflakes because what I want to do with that, excuse me 1 second. I had to break my glue loose. Okay, rule number 1, never use your mouth to open up your glue, but I just did, and so I never take my own advice. But I want to use a gel top coat on the regular polish. And if I do that, the polish has to be completely dry. So, because what I want to do is do this burgundy frost and then do a matte over it. And it's so cool. It gives it this really almost like metallic look to it. I tried it with a couple sets of blue that I did. I'm not on StreamYard today, so my website isn't running across the bottom, but I have a website called Claws by Cutsy, and it's clawsbycutsy.com. So if you're interested in nails and nail art and you want to check out some of the stuff I've done, click over there. I've got some cool stuff over there. I'm also on Facebook too under Claws by Cutsy. I've got some of my stuff up there and some of my YouTube videos. But no, it gives it this really cool, like metallic look. So, hey, Breaking Chains, what's up, girl? I missed you. Oh, email me your sign. I told Easy too because Easy was like, oh my gosh, hey, you two bad actors, what's up? No, Easy was like, oh my gosh, where is she? Where is she? And I told her, I was like, I'm gonna email her, and then I forgot because, squirrel. Um, it's that narrow spicy thing, girl. But yeah, I need your info. You too. I still have to do Christmas shopping tomorrow, but other than that, well, so I've got some of my chicas that know me. Well, just keep watching me, YouTube, because I'll teach you how to do your own nails. You can ask me anything. If you're embarrassed to ask me, you can email me. I am cutsy13 at gmail.com. So don't be scared. I started off being a hairdresser and I started doing nails because I could no longer afford to go get my nails done. I was such a picky little jerk that, yeah, I'm not often embarrassed either, as you probably know because you've seen my work. You've dealt with me before. But, um, and so because I worked with her, she taught me how to do this stuff. I mean, I learned in school, but it's just like anything else. In school, you basically learn how to pass your state board test. You don't really learn how to, um, you know what that is? I keep telling that's just thin coats, thin coats. And it could be too the type of polish. I have found I'm really picky about polishes, and I don't know if you can get this Morgan Taylor stuff where you're at. You should be able to. Breaking news. This polish is like, um, all right, good night, Danielle. Have a good one. Don't be a stranger. Um, this Morgan Taylor polish is absolutely, absolutely awesome. They have got, that's what my favorite summer pink is too. I put either acrylic or I put like a structured gel on top of them. You can even do hard gel, but I like the structured gel because it's easier to get off and all that, and I can put a couple layers on it. One that I really like, and I got it from Ulta, is it's their red carpet brand. I really like that one, and I really like this. It's gelish. It's the foundation. I really like that. That you have to use with the lights, but you can kind of see it's kind of thick. So, and it's self-leveling, which is also nice. So you can put that on, kind of tap your nail upside down. And I don't know if you see, this is a full nail. This is not a nail tip. It's a full nail, full press-on nail. So I just glued it on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a thin layer of acrylic on that, buff it out. And I'm telling you, this set is like, well, it's 3 or 4 weeks old. It's got to be. It doesn't even have to be, honestly, some of the most expensive polishes are just junk. Oh no, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be as complicated. And like, there's different types of nails for different types of people. And how I started was I went to Ulta and I got a kit. And it was one of those red carpet kits. And it had a light in it. It had a bottle of the best red nail polish I've ever found in my life. The structure gel, the top coat, and everything you need to start. You can use it on your regular nails. You can use it on nail tips. And in my last video I showed to get it off, I've got my Dremel tool. Sorry, I'm like still figuring out my camera angles. I've got my Dremel tool and I just buzzed it all off. It took me like 2 seconds. Or they have stuff like this one gel magic off, which this though took me way longer than just filing it off, just FYI. But I do like this for my toes because I am old and pulling my leg up that high kills me anymore. And then you could totally see in between I either have like the Tomboy short nails. Yeah, yep, nail glue, and I'll show you. Seriously, this stuff is from Sally's. This is the best nail glue. It is Beauty Secrets, the drip proof, clog proof, which it's not clog proof, they lie, but this is the best nail glue ever. I know all these people talk about Curve Life and all this stuff, and no, you're not at all. I want people to talk. Talk away. That's what I need. That helps me out, And I love talking about this stuff, so if you're interested and excited, that gets me more excited. So, but this literally, it's like $3 or $4 a bottle, and it lasts forever. It is the best glue I've ever found. I barely get any lifting. I barely get um any I this nail I lost because I mean I really like got it stuck in that phone holder, and it hurt when it came off. So um now the other thing, gel would still work on your natural nails, and it would um give them strength and structure to grow out a little bit too if you wanted to do that. Yep, you can get the nails there too, and you just pick your shape, what you want. um Now I'm trying to think of the name of the brand that they have. That's another thing too. I prefer, depending on what I'm doing, I do prefer some of the nails off Amazon, but that's partly because I'm doing some of the really, really long ones for my website. So those ones need to be a little heavier duty, a little stronger so that they don't, yank someone's entire finger off when they come off. But yeah, you can get all that stuff. And I use the acrylic powder, the liquid. They've even got another thing that I know a lot of my friends that can't quite do the acrylic and the uh, powder powder is they like the dip. And I know Sally's has a lot of dip stuff. Um, to where you'd paint on something similar to the structure glue or structure gel, and then you would literally take your finger and dip it down in there. And basically all it is it's acrylic that's I believe it's ground a little bit finer than what this is because you're not actually sculpting with the monomer. But but yeah, I mean they're really, you know, I've got the people that are my customers, and that's something too that I'm putting on the website is I do have some nail art stuff that I make, some decals and stuff like that um again, a lot of stuff is going to be being launched around Valentine's Day, but so that'll be up there too for people that are interested. Oh, she's doing good. Her toes are, she had to have a ingrown toenail surgery on both toes, so she's in a little bit of pain, but she was live earlier. She was cooking dinner and it made me starving, but um I was in the middle of something, so uh I watched her on my TV for a few minutes and then I had to go order a pizza. And no, she changed her name though. um what is it uh is it Molly Go Lively? I can do this. I can do this with technology, I'm telling you. We will find her. Oops. How do I do this for the computer? Let's see. Yes. That's her at. Awesome. Thank you. I couldn't find, because like on my phone I can click the button where it shows where I can share it and stuff. But um I'm glad I came on. I got to see you guys because my schedule's been so up and down that I don't even get to go watch Molly that much anymore because we're kind of like the opposite. So we get these like quick phone calls in the morning or late at night, but that's been about it. So hopefully, instead of it being Christmas vacation, um I'll be able to be around a lot more. Now the second thing that I'm going to do, because I'm using acrylic. No, it is, well, kind of early morning, I guess. It's no, I'm not actually. I'm not. So just because you put a ring on it, you got to finish the deed, but that ain't happened yet. So what's up, Matthew? But yeah, so hopefully with Christmas vacation, I can be around. I can be on here when everybody's on and see everybody a little bit more. Oh, see, you got me all a flutter, Matthew. I forgot to put on my primer. So he loves me. No, he's just trying to use me to get to Molly. Now, I'm not going to put any primer on the whole nail part. I just need it on my natural nail. And I'm just kind of dabbing it because this is another one you don't want to get on your skin. But sometimes it happens. So, and I'm going to wait to do this hand because I don't want it to dry out. So, it's okay, Matthew. Don't worry. Got to be tough to be in here. We pick on each other. And then I'm going to use the gravity method because that just works easier for me. So I kind of get my finger in there. I kind of just put my ball kind of close to my cuticle, but I don't want it on my cuticle and let it just kind of drip down. And then I get a nice little apex, nice little fill, and we're good to go. Oh, yes, let me tell you. Let me tell you, yes. That segues me into the next part of my title. So, if you guys remember, now according to YouTube, it's only been 3 months, but according to the first privacy complaint that I got, it's been 4.5 months since I put a video out because I was ticked off because someone was dishonest with me about who they were, and they, which I'm all for anonymity on YouTube because, as YouTube bad actors just pointed out, people are nuts on here. You never know. You never really know who you're talking to online or anywhere. But anyway, and she wasn't just dishonest with me. She was dishonest with a couple other people. And she was in some chats that, we were talking about. We're all pretty protective about our kids being on here because we all see what's going on with FOIAs and all that stuff. And so, yeah, I talk about my kids, but I don't, nothing identifying or anything like that. Oh, exactly. That was another one that I'm like, and I remember that person being in Molly's chats. I remember them. Because, see, I was around for a long time. I didn't really talk because a lot of times I would watch while I was at work. And so I wouldn't even have the chat up sometimes. I'd just be listening and then if I'd have like a quick break in between clients, I'd put the chat on and I'd just read. So I got to see a lot of names and stuff, but not necessarily, talk with them or anything. Well, and this person was around back then too. Um, I was around probably right before the vids started, I would say. Um, because then, like, maybe a couple months, 6 months before that. And oh yeah, I mean, all that stuff with the um what was it, a son that had passed away, and just and someone, and I cannot for the life of me remember who, but did a live where they were outing all of that person's alts, and it was like, yes, and then they put, well, at first they she raised money, and I think because if I remember correctly, I think Molly was it chasing? Okay. Because I think Molly gave her money towards that supposed it was like a bench memorial or something that was supposed to be at that cliffside and um but then the story changed and um I think she had told Molly like she was a nurse or something like that and just what a mess. Well, and like I said, I'm totally fine with people staying anonymous, but I mean, then you don't go in somewhere or start talking with people or making plans with people like girls trips and things like that if you want to stay anonymous. And I mean, you just don't, you let people have in my opinion, you let people have the choice of whether or not they give you information, personal information about themselves based on if you're willing to do that for yourselves. Yes, yes. And then that was a thing. And when I heard that person on panel, they sounded like even someone else that hadn't been named yet. And I'm usually really good at voices and stuff like that and being able to tell who someone is just by their voice. I'm really good at that. And I know I knew that voice from somewhere, from another name. It'll pop in my head at like 3 a.m. and something like that. Um, but um, so I did a video because I was mad. And because this person was not taking accountability for it, she was just being a jerk about it. So I said something about it. And she got upset and started reporting me, trying to say that I was giving out her personal information, that I was doxing her, all of that stuff. Was coming on my page under different alts and making fun of my weight, things like that. And I mean, this is the thing. I'm almost 50 years old. I don't care. I am not some little girl that if you call her fat, I'm going to crumble, okay? I mean, who cares? God. Ooh, big deal. And this is coming from somebody who literally has never been out on their own, almost 40. I mean, just total old maid, okay? And nothing, that there's anything wrong with that if that's what you choose to be, but don't go throwing stones if you live in a glass house. You know what I mean? So I said my piece and I left it alone. I think I did 2 videos on it. Didn't have any private information, nothing like that. Well, I'm going to be 49. This year's my 49th birthday. So, and I still do feel, I don't feel like I'm almost 50. I mean, I'm very immature. But see, and that's still young to me. YouTube, I don't know. When I worked in the salon, that was one of the things is seeing all those different kinds of women and seeing that it really is an attitude. Being old's an attitude. And woo, breaking news, my twinsy. I'm not till September though. I'm a Labor Day baby. But so I said my piece. I said my piece to her friend that was making fun of me and left it alone. And see, I think that keeps you younger, YouTube. I think that keeps you younger. You got to be sassy. And well, anyway, so just every couple weeks, she keeps reporting this video because she swears that there's something in it that is doxing her. And she's accused me of doxing her. She's texting me on my birthday trip, bugging me about this. She was leaving comments. I block everything I can. I mean, it's just, she went after Molly's Patreon. Tried to get that shut down. That didn't work either. They closed it, did an investigation, found that the post that she had reported was nothing, and everything turned right back on. But, this this is right out to you, Kelly. Like, I don't get it. Like, what is your deal? You're not making me angry. You're not going to make me come out of my face and act like a fool, humiliate myself, because you're just not worth that to me. I'm not going to be bullied or harassed into taking my opinion down. Pretty much said she thinks she is. She thinks she is. I mean, it's ridiculous. And that's the thing, is that she's not anybody. Nobody cares who she is. Nobody's trying to find out who she is. I said my piece. We had our conversations about it. Um, and mostly it turned into a conversation about being more diligent, safer about the information you share with people, and about, do you really know the person that you think of as your, you know, one of your internet besties? You know, are they? Or are they like, hey, that Hape chick that's like 40 different people, begging for money? I mean, you just don't know. And, oh, and I totally am. Yeah. And that's something that we talked about, is definitely, I'm not, it's sad you have to be that way, but you do have to be guarded because you just don't know. And, I made sure that anybody that I needed to add for my, excuse me, to my business page, for any of my, like I've got a Facebook page and I have an Instagram and things like that, but then I have ones that are just for my website. They're just for my nail stuff and my crime stuff. That, it's sad that I can't share stuff about my kids and stuff on here. And that's, I mean, I can do a little bit, but within reason, but because you just never know who's lurking. And so, yeah, so here we are 4.5 months later, and I go on my email and there's another privacy report. And it's just, I got 6,000 views on that video, and 4,000 of them are probably her going over it, trying to figure out where I am. And I don't get it. And it is easier to be tricked. Well, it's just a privacy complaint. And so I haven't done anything. And what they do is they go over it. They give me a chance to go over it myself, which I have. So if I find anything that could be, defamatory, breaking someone's privacy, yada yada, giving their personal information, to remove it. And if not, they go over it. And if there's nothing in there, then the video's fine. There's nothing. That's what I think. I don't think she understands. Nothing happens to me when you do this. Okay? Nothing. I get an email that says, your video has been reported for a privacy complaint. There is no actions being taken against you. It then shows you the timestamp that is being reported. You go through that. And if it is something wrong that you've done, then, like I said, you have the chance to take it out. If not, YouTube finds it, then they will remove your video permanently. And so now we are, like I said, at almost 5 months worth of reporting. And yeah, still nothing has happened. I keep getting these emails saying it's being reported. And it's a 5-second timestamp. 5 seconds. So that's where I'm going back again with this. My whole theme of my video is not only nails, but it's getting your mental health in check. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I'm not stupid. I made sure what is okay and what is not okay. And nothing I have done is illegal. Nothing I have done breaks terms of service. Nothing I have done breaks community guidelines. Nothing. I have the right to say my opinion. When I think somebody's done something crappy and I don't want them to do it to someone else, I have the right to bring awareness to that. I didn't give out any personal information. I didn't give out any financials. I didn't give out addresses, phone numbers. I didn't give out any full names. And you know what's funny about that whole full names thing is that for you to be able to get someone on giving out your full name, technically it has to be your private name. But see what millennials like her and these young kids do. Well, she's actually not that young. Her brain is, but her whatever isn't. When you have a Facebook account that has your first name, your middle name, and your last name on it publicly, you have put your full government name out publicly. So, I would never do that. But if I wanted to, I would be within my rights to do that. But again, I wouldn't do that. Because my reason for saying any of that wasn't to send people after you, wasn't to ruin your life. Yeah, she has to show it. She had to timestamp it. And then what they do is they ask her where the privacy has been infraction is. Then she has to show the timestamps of where I broke her privacy, which I did not. And then YouTube reviews it. And this will be the 5th or 6th one, I think. And I mean, what is it? The definition of insanity is repeating the same behavior over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. I mean, this is ridiculous. And we both, YouTube and Breaking News both, I know both of you, we've seen the stuff that people are doing on YouTube. Okay, the FOIAs, the pictures of people's kids being put out there, and oh my gosh, my MySpace was like that. And I mean, I was just like, here I am, I mean, I might as well put my social security number. Well, and back in the day, MySpace, if you remember correctly, it used to have your email and your phone number that would show, and there was no way at first to like switch that off. And I was a gamer back then. And so we'd have these weirdos calling my house and stuff and just, and finding my email. And they'd use my email to find my MySpace account. And they'd get mad because it was a game called Mobsters. And I was in this big group that played, and it was kind of cool. I mean, we had people from all over. I got to meet people from all over the world playing that game. And I was one of the admins, though, so it wasn't always that fun because people would like get in these relationships and that always screwed up everything. And then you'd have these people like fighting in the middle of like gameplay about like, personal stuff. I mean, and while it was like interesting, it was like, I'm over here getting my house bombed by, the mafiosa. And Carl and Janine are over there fighting because their husband found out she was talking to him on the phone at 3 a.m. I mean, it was just a mess. But, and yeah, it was so easy for people to find you from high school and everything. And then the creepers decided to use it. But yeah, no, I know she's watching, or she's got one of her little buddies watching. And I just want you to know, you're not making me mad. And it's just such a waste of time, and I don't understand why. You're not making me mad. You're not going to make me come out of my face. You're not going to make me do something that is going to get myself or my page in trouble. I'd never do that. There's nobody out there that's worth that. I mean, oh man, I'm telling you, it was bad. We had marriages broke up. I had, everybody's calling. Exactly. Just move on. Go get a hobby. Go knit something. Go follow the Epstein stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna play your game. It's exactly what the definition of being pressed is, And it's just sad. I was gonna ignore it, but I thought, why not? Here it is, Christmas and all, but my mind's not on you, and neither is anyone else's. The rest of us are watching the train wreck that's happening between channels right now. We're cleaning our houses. Well, that's it. I mean, like, I'm thinking, why would you even worry about anything anyway? I have less than 400 subscribers. I go live maybe once a week, if that. The rest of it is just videos. I'm not out here, spilling tea and stuff. I mean, it's just, and again, nobody knows who she is. So it's not like I get, unless that's what she wants. Maybe she wants to be YouTube famous. Who knows? I mean, I know I'm cool and all, but gosh, it's sad though. It makes me sad for her. Well, that's kind of what I wonder too. Because why would you care? Like, why would you care? I mean, I don't care. There's lots of people on this app that know my first name, but they don't know anything else about me. I mean, who cares? It's your first name. So big deal. And again, you put it out in public and nothing identifies you. There's no pictures. There's no anything. I mean, I've got pictures saved and I've got text saved and, but I'm too busy out here being a grown-up, and that's what I wonder. Well, that's the thing is that, see, this is the weird thing about the whole situation is that when I didn't talk, when I just watched, I remember her being around. And then something happened, and I remember that some people had left Molly's or were booted out because they were being dishonest, oddly enough. And I remember that not because Molly told me that, but because I literally watched these people pull this BS in front of me. I mean, I'm a Virgo. You're a Virgo, right? We know. And exactly. And they can get to your pictures. They can get your address. They can get if you accidentally put a license plate in there, but no, and she left for a while and then she came back literally begging to be part of Molly's group again and to be unblocked and all that. And it's like, okay, but still wasn't. And so it makes me wonder, what was her reasoning? What was she trying to do? She was always in the middle of all the gossip. And funny enough, all the people that she ran to when the six of us said, you know what? We're not down with liars. Sorry. I mean, that's something. I'll protect my kids to the end. Okay. And I'll protect their anonymity. I'll protect their identity to the end. And if you think you're going to sneak in and get that information, and I find out, you're done. We're done. I don't think she gets that. I think she's too immature to understand that there's certain things that when you do become an adult and you have a family or whatever, you hold certain things really sacred, and you don't have to understand, but you have to respect it and honor it. And you're not going to get anywhere with me, especially not, like I said, on a platform where you got literally people showing pictures of people's kids and their cars and their license plates and their houses. And no, no, sorry. So she begged to come back. I was there that day that she did. And I remember saying to Molly, I'm like, I remember this girl as being kind of sketchy. And she was like, yeah, but I think she said she believed what Kelly had told her. And these other people all lied about Kelly, okay? All of them lied about her. And the day that it really, there was always something that didn't rub me right, but the day that it really, really didn't rub me right was the day that the girls were all on their vacation and she was blowing my phone up, trying to cause trouble between, oh, what is her name? Um, oh, she's really hyper, and she used to do like the funny pictures of herself, and she does like history lesson, Bombshell. She's trying to start stuff between Bombshell and Molly. Well, no, what happened was, this is so funny. This is so funny how she got busted. Is because I was sitting there one day. Now, if I don't have my glasses on, I am, oh, I cannot see anything, okay? Not on my phone or anything, or my tablet, anything like that. So, anyway, so I'm sitting there, we're watching TV in my living room, and I just happen to glance at my Facebook. And I see, I'm like, that kind of looks like Kelly. Now, again, one of the things that we used to kind of make fun, like lovingly joke with her about is her pictures being so absolutely filtered that it was like, we do the joke, girl, if you ever go missing, we'll never be able to find you if your makeup wears off. Okay. You cannot do this. And also she was constantly, I'm literally whining about wanting to be in a relationship, wanting to find a guy. And all of us, quote unquote, old ladies told her, then you have to be honest. What's going to happen if you get a date with some guy and you look like this on your profile, and then he comes to pick you up, and that is not the woman that is opening up the door, okay? I mean, come on, like total catfishing. And we tried to give her those kind of like, advice and stuff. Well, anyway, so I put on my glasses and I look down and I'm like, oh, that's not her. That doesn't look anything like the pictures that I've seen. Whoa. I mean, it was rough. It was rough, okay? I'll admit it. It was rough. And the name, 3 names, a first name, a middle name, and a last name, which in the year 2025 just seems to be stupid. Exactly. So then when you pick them up, when they pick you up, they're like, whoa, girl, knock them off their feet. Got to keep them guessing. And so I said to myself, but wait, that can't be her. That can't be her, because that's not her name. And again, like I said, between the girls' trip and all that stuff, where she was literally going to have to be walking up to people face to face to meet them, I never in a million years thought that she'd be anything other than who she is. Because, I mean, why would you? I just don't get lying. I don't get lying. So, anyway, so I like, showed the girls originally as a joke. It was under suggested friends. So what I think, and she was on, because I had her on my Facebook. And so what I think probably happened is she logged in to her real account on the same device that she was using her fake account on, and probably was looking at my profile or something. Because that's, from what I understand, the more someone shows up on your suggested friends, it usually means they're probably looking at your profile. And so she busted herself. She busted herself with her full name, her full shiny face, and frizzy hair, and just, I mean, that's not my fault. I am exactly who I say I am. And, well, then, when you talk with somebody for a few years, you get to know this is not the technical term for it, I know for it, but like their speech mannerisms, like how they speak, what they say. And when I was did that video, there were a couple different accounts that came on, and the way they spoke to me, and the way that the phrases they used, etc., even the names on their accounts, I thought, oh yeah, that's her. And then when I said something about it to her friend that was trying to razz me, she blurted out, well, I was just trying to protect my friend. I'm like, oh, I thought that wasn't your friend. So, well, and that's just it. I don't care if she is. I'm a trustworthy, good person, and I expect everybody around me to be my dad always told me that I expected to have everyone around me have the same heart as I did, and that just doesn't happen. And, he was right. He is right. Not everybody out there. I guess I just don't, like you said, like, unless it's a scamming thing, I don't really understand the point of lying. And being anonymous, to me, you're usually pretty obvious that you're being anonymous. But yeah, and that's the thing too, is that she knew, because she had already talked to Molly, that the chat that we were in was private people under our real names, because Molly had said that, out of this, we've had kind of a small friend group form, and it's really nice, because she too was talking to Kelly like she thought she was a trustworthy friend. And sadly, it's on one of Marissa's channels, or Molly's channels, that went down, because she literally was in there in chat begging, going, please, I want to go in there, please, 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 please. And so Molly came and said, do you mind? And she asked us first. And that was when I said, can you trust her? Can you this? Can you that? And she's like, yeah, these girls, she's so sweet. She's this, she's that. And she was not. She was not. She lied. She lied to Molly. She lied to everyone in the Patreon. She lied to all of us. And she seeked us out. We didn't seek her out. She knew what the deal was in there, and said she continued. And little by little, we all started looking back. Now, I am just using, this is again, because I'm using regular polish, I'm just using like Sally's base coat because it's on the acrylic. You don't even really have to use base coat on acrylic, but I just feel like doing all of it since I'm, on the spotlight. But yeah, I just think it's funny that here we are. There's all this stuff going on in the world, and it's Christmas time, and we should all be concentrating on trying to be kind to others, trying to give. And that's just it. Yeah, I don't lie. That's why sometimes people don't like me, because I am not the friend that's going to blow smoke up your bum. I'm just not going to do it. I don't. I don't see the point in that. I mean, if you walk out of your room, we're supposed to go somewhere, and you walk out and you look like an idiot, I am going to be like, listen, we need to go back in. And no, because she paid through, because that's what I asked, Molly. But I think she paid through like PayPal or Venmo or something like that. And see, she wasn't in there when this all happened. She hadn't been in there for a while because, as she had told us, um, that nail still needs some filing. Um, I thought she had told us that someone, her debit card or something, whatever card she was using, or the PayPal or Venmo or whatever she was using. I don't even know that she was specific when she said it was just like a pay service. So it goes by whatever your nickname is on that pay service. Um, so no way to tell there. I mean, and again, she trusted her, and see, that's it. There's no filters. We don't have time for that. We're too busy trying to fix everybody else's problems. I mean, it's just, so yeah. And then she found out afterwards that here she'd been talking all this smack about her sister-in-law and her family and all this stuff. She'd been talking smack about all of these people that she just talked about them being just so stupid, these idiots, and now they're exactly who she runs to when she screws it up again with Molly. And I kind of wonder if that's part of it too, as if she's trying to. I mean, at this point, I've blocked her every single way on every single social media app. I blocked her phone. I went on and even found when she started texting me on my birthday trip. I so that was it, and I just blocked everything because no, sorry, you're not worth my peace. And so this is the last little way that she can try and get some attention. And I mean, I don't know what she thinks she's gonna do. And if she's that upset and that mad, then hit the live button. Well, that's like what I'm starting to wonder. I mean, think I don't have any bunnies, right? Yikes. It's just, I don't even concentrate on Mr. Cutsy that much, and I love him. I mean, it's just silly, silliness, and said I wasn't going to say anything, and I just thought, yeah, why not? If you're going to sit there and poke, then you obviously need the attention or something. I don't know, but it's almost like a cycle. I wonder how long it takes to get back a result from that. If that's what's happening. She's getting it back, and they're telling her that there's nothing there. And so she's mad, and she's just going to keep doing it. Because, I mean, there are community guidelines also that have to do with harassing people through the reporting system and harassing channels. So, I mean, I don't really give a care to get in a battle like that for something so stupid. But, I mean, I'm sure after so long, they'll probably notice a pattern. And she told me she was going to call the authorities on me. So go ahead. Michigan State Police. I believe that's who deals with cyber crimes. Tell them that you lied to a bunch of people online and they called you out for it, and now your feelings are hurt. And maybe they will have a butt hurt report that you can fill out, and it'll be filed under grow up and start putting your energy on things that are going to get you the life that you keep crying about not having versus bothering people, trying to bother people whose lives haven't changed since you've been gone, other than they just know now that there's one less untrustworthy a-hole in their life, right? I mean, people come into your life as lessons, some of them good, some of them bad. And like I said, it did bring some good stuff because it brought a really good conversation between me and some of my YouTube buddies about being smarter, being more guarded, and I mean, hey, thanks, Kels. But other than that, it's no sweat off me. I don't care. But I just think it's kind of funny, and isn't that the truth? Yeah. But every single one you're better for, even the difficult ones. I mean, I that's one of the things my grandmother always told me is that the harder your life, usually the bigger purpose you have. So I try to remember that every day, that and everybody's got karma. There's nothing, we've said this about a lot of the people on, said this about who, Betty, we've said it about BJ, we've said it about Gigi from Facebook, Maybay, Ashtrevino, all of them. There's not really much that you can do to them that their life isn't already doing to them. I mean, it's got to be miserable to be that type of person and to have that type of time. I mean, I don't have time to go through a 40-minute video and find 5 seconds. Exactly, exactly. And I think it's just such a waste of energy and time, and I just don't get it. I'm loving this color, but I have got an attack of the fuzz. I think there's fuzz in that stupid base coat. See, I shouldn't even have used base coat. I had to be fancy, didn't I? See, that's what I've heard too, is that she's really actually pretty sensitive. And I think that's what gets her in trouble is I got a little bit, it's just kind of, oh, where's my finger? Just kind of bumpy on that side. And then I just stuck my other hand on a cotton ball. So welcome. Welcome to Cutsy's half-ass nail tutorial. What the heck? Oi. Oh well. That's the worst thing that happens to me today. It's not such a bad day, right? I mean, I can't find. I'll have to go to Sally's tomorrow. I can't find the little lint free pads that I had. I buy this stuff and then somebody calls me off to go find a sock or find something in the fridge that's literally right in front of them. And whatever I was doing, gone. I love this color though. It is like such a deep, deep cherry red burgundy, and it looks good. I know a lot of people like to stick to lighter colors in the summer, but this looks so absolutely awesome when you're tan, especially like on toes. Oh, it's just phenomenal. Oh, but I'm seeing some there, the edge. Don't want a naked edge. No, it's called. Let me see, because I got my good dollar store glasses on. This is Vixen in a Mask by Morgan Taylor. So yeah, it's got that deep like purpley red in it, and I like it. I tried another color. They were out of this forever, and I tried another color that was similar, but once it dried, it had too many like orangey copper tones. And while I like that color, it does not look good on my skin tone at all. So there, more fuzz, but at least on the end it can be filed off at the end. Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm going to be interested in what the new year brings. So are we going to stay on this once a month schedule, Kelly? Or are we going to switch it up a little? Make it interesting? Because like I said, I really don't think about you at all. And this is just such an obsession. I don't get the obsession. I don't know. You know, we were talking about that last night in Molly's chat that this is the time you're behind and you need to start working on what you're going to do. I mean, look at me. Here I am now on my own. Both my parents are gone. There is nobody to save me. There is nobody to, say, oh my gosh, I need your help. And granted, I was pretty much, past all that, but still, I'm too busy trying to enjoy my life. And if obsessing over me in 5 seconds in one video that doesn't do what you seem to have obsessed it into doing, on the thumb. Oh, I see it. See, that's where I got spoiled using gel polish. There we go. Got it. I think, see, mine are too. Thank you, Pussycat. I needed your young eyes. Oh, you see? Oh, yeah, I like this color. Now, I'm going to let that dry for a minute because yeah, what I am going to do, so I will end up doing that part tomorrow, and I'm leaving one nail done because I did not realize that my mister was bringing home Taco Bell and I need nacho fingers. So I'll let this one dry and I will do this one, but I am going to use, after this is fully dry, it's recommended that you wait 24 hours for regular polish to dry, but I'm going to use this matte and it is going to be so cool. So oh, see, I'm on my phone. Um, I have got to, maybe I'll do StreamYard net when I go live next, because then I can actually share pictures. I don't think I can't do that through YouTube. Oh, I'm getting really into the matte lately, and I never was a fan of it. Yeah, for the real polish, because it still has chemicals and things like that that are drying off. One of the big things that happens to people is they get and another thing, I don't know if breaking news is still listening, but one of the things that happens with polish when like if you ever get bubbles, um it's because that underneath layer of polish is not dry enough before. And yeah, I can see that's the one cool thing about using a camera. I can see those little dabbles over on my edge. So after it's dry, I'll clean those up, because I am klutzy cutsy and I will smear my stuff if I try to do it now. But um it's still kind of like leaching chemical. And I know this sounds horrible, we're putting these on our nails, but and drying and getting that out. If you do the polish too thick, or like say you use a rapid dry top coat, a lot of times you'll get bubbles because it's still for hours afterwards. Like, you can leave the nail salon and you can touch your fingers, your nails, and they're just maybe a little tackier, they're smooth. But like if you bang it real hard or you squish it in the seatbelt, you get a dent. That's still that underneath layer curing. That is why, see, I'm so spoiled by gel polish. So I've got to try and find this color in the gel polish, because there's just nothing like it. I mean, I'm trying to think of the name. My favorite polish color from OPI, and OPI was like the bomb back in the day. I'm also a nail polish brush snob, because I don't yeah, you need either a UV light or an oh, why can't I think of it right now? Oh my gosh. The other blue light. Oh, the yes, what was that called? Was it something orchid? Because it had that kind of iridescent where it would shift from purple to pink. I loved that one. Um, Not a black light, but it's UV light, or let me read on the back. LED. LED, okay. Sorry. Total brain fart. Um and there was another one that I liked that was by China Glaze, and it was called Pool Party, and it was a really pretty like hot pink that had that kind of pearlescent like opal shimmer to it, and it was really pretty. Um but OPI used to have a color called Bogota Blackberry. And oh my gosh, I would buy bottles upon bottles of that in the winter and stuff. And it was similar to this, but I honestly think, because I still have one of the old school bottles of the Bogota Blackberry, and this is still a lot richer and just richer and deeper than the Bogota was. And like I said, that was one of my favorites. So let me see if changing this helps at all too. I've got, it's kind of blue. That doesn't really, I think that's probably the best. It's up all the way to show. I need to do something a little bit different with my camera too. Good night, breaking news. It's so good to see you. I will email you, or you email me and give me your TikTok stuff, because Easy wanted it too. She wants to get a hold of you. She misses you. So take care, girl. We love you. Happy holidays. And I know Molly hates that, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Mwah, mwah. So, and like I said, I'm just gonna let this sit for a few minutes before I put my top coat on because I don't want bubbles. Um, oh, I do that sometimes. Um, oh, thank you. I will. Um, I do sometimes the ring finger. Um, I'll accentuate ring fingers or like sometimes when I was doing my booth at the market, call them flare fingers. So someone could order. I do a whole set that was just plain, and then they could pick which finger and do something. I like almond shape. They just don't look good on me. I did a really cute pair a while back of the big Christmas bulbs in like the pop art style where they have the black outline, almost like comic book style, on almond shaped nails. And they turned out so cute. Each nail was a different color on the tip. And then it was uh like a nude color, like up to the cuticle, where it had like the wiring and everything that went along with it. And I like square. Square seems to be the best for me. Number one, because you have that surface area across the top. So it's a little bit more, a little stronger because I am the one that's always banging my hand in the washing machine, banging my hand on something. So um the square is a little bit safer for me. And now I did have thank you. I don't know if you saw my last set, but I did have a very pointy stiletto on my ring finger because I was doing kind of like icicle designs on them. And I didn't mind it, but I was poking myself a lot. I'm poking my son a lot, my littlest one. He'd say, "Ow, that hurts." I'm trying to wipe his face off or something like that. So, um, and normally I really, this is more of, I will probably end up taking this off and filing them again just because I'm like this with my Christmas tree too. I will do this. This is why I had to learn how to do nails because I would spend $1 million trying to have somebody get them right. And why it worked out well when I worked in the salon to have a best friend that did nails so that I could just do her hair. She could do my nails for free. And if I, well, and actually the funny thing was, she was even pickier than I was because she would um do my nails and then call me the next day that morning and say, "When do you have a break in your buck?" I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "I can't stand what I did to your nails today. You've got to come back. We've got to book you. I've got to change the nail art on you." And so, your clients are your best form of advertisement. So, and I was happy to just do whatever. I mean, she did such a great job. So, oh yeah, and I mean it's hard. And I I really have only found one person that when they did my nails, I didn't go home, I didn't file them, I didn't take the polish off, I didn't. Oh yeah. And it's great. I miss her. I've got to go in and see her. She actually owns her own salon now. So, there you go, Kelly. There's somebody. This lady was a single woman. She was in her 40s and her marriage fell apart. And she, instead of obsessing over things that she could not change, she started working on herself. And she got herself in a position from working her tail off, her taking care of her children. And she now owns this beautiful salon in town. And it's got, gosh, like, I think probably like 6 or 7 nail girls in there. It's got at least that many hairdressers, if not more. And because she concentrated on things that were healthy for her to concentrate on. She didn't listen to any of the BS. She didn't listen to the doubt in her head, and she just did it. Oh, um, That was so funny. I used to have this friend that was in my gaming group that she was Vietnamese and she spoke like fluent Vietnamese, and she would go with her friend into the nail place, and she would call out the girls when they would be saying stuff about her, and they would get so mad. But well, that's the thing. Now I don't know about all of them, but here we had one that was out by the mall, and every couple months you'd see somebody different in there. And the owner actually did tell me and my friend how they did it. What they would do is they would have now this place, they were um I believe they were Chinese. Um and they would bring family over here. They had a big house that they lived in. And at once a year they would bring like 10 family members over. And in that year they would have those people apprentice under them to learn how to do nails. And then they would employ them in the nail shop. They'd get their money, they'd get all their stuff, they'd get out, they'd get their citizenship, they'd have a job, all of that. They'd get their own place. And a lot of the girls would end up finding American men to marry. And yeah, and they'd get like a short visa. They'd find a man to marry, and then they'd move on, and then they'd bring 10 more family members back, and they'd all stay in this house. And I mean, they were very open about it, about what they did. And I mean, wow. And then, but yeah, there was never, except for the two owners that were in there was never anybody that stayed for more than a couple months. And they would get so mad because I used to run in there real quick when I lived over by there. I just run in for a fill until I found out. Because one of the cool things about being licensed is that you get all of the medical warnings and things like that, um, for products that are dangerous, things like that. And we started getting warnings about the acrylic that they were using in a lot of those places, and they still do it. And what it is it MMR? What it is it's dental acrylic, and they use it to make impressions. Like, so you get your impression taken at the dentist of your teeth, and they pour this acrylic in, and that becomes the mold for, you know, or almost like the mannequin for any different like hardware. Um, and yeah, I was talking about that in a video the other day. You can just use the builder gel, and if you're um you get it clear. Some ladies even did, we do a little bit of builder gel, and then we do their color, and they'd fill in. One of my clients, I did her hair too, and she would just get hers filled with the builder gel, and then the her favorite gel polish over top of it, and they always look beautiful. And then every so many months, if it started to, if the ends started to get kind of yucky or anything like that, they'd soak off and redo. And I mean, that's the thing. There's so many options. When I started doing this, it was 1995. And from where we've come from then, with just pretty much having acrylic and, you know, wet and wild polish, to now, I mean, literally, a manicure can be done in less than 10 minutes. That's what I love about the gel is there's times when I just had my short nails or whatever, and I wanted to go somewhere, like when we were going to the races earlier this year. I wanted something kind of funky. So I just really quick put a couple coats of black gel polish on, clear coat, cured it. And literally in less than 10 minutes, my nails were completely dry, dent free. And I went on about my business. I felt good because I had some cute nails. And I mean, now it is convenient being able just to pick up what I'm doing now is I'm just oiling my cuticles because, like I said, I have to wait to do the gel polish till tomorrow. But I want my cuticles to be nice because I was kind of rough on them with the drill. But um, no, there's just so many neat things, and we've learned so many. Now the only bad thing about the gel is you do, and I know people are sick of hearing about this, but you do have to be careful about getting it on your skin because it can cause contact dermatitis. And I've done it to myself. I mean, it was earlier this year. I'd gotten a polish that was, I don't even remember what brand it was. It was just something I was trying because I think they had it on clearance or something like that. And it was really runny, and I got some over into my cuticle and on my finger, and I thought I got it all off. But for the next week, my thumb was so irritated. It was horrible. It got to where I could hardly even push on it. And the minute I got that polish off, it was instantly better. So, I mean, but yeah, so that's the color of the day. And oh, well, the dental acrylic, it's dangerous. It's not supposed to touch. It's not made to be on the human body. And it actually has been linked to um liver and kidney issues in people. And it's and the reason they use it is because it's cheaper and they can buy it in bulk. So they can buy this giant gallon of monomer, and you'll know the difference because when you're trying to file it, it's extremely hard to file. Um, and when you're trying to soak it off, it has kind of a funny sweet smell, and it takes forever to soak off. I mean, regular acrylic like that I use, I cut my nails down, I buff them up, I stick them in the acrylic or in the acetone, maybe 15 minutes, and I can scrape all that off and file what's left on it. But yeah, so it's known to cause some health issues, and um, that's how they keep the prices so low. That's why you can go in and because this size bottle, which is 2 ounces, okay, 2 ounces. This was, gosh, I'm trying to think. It was over $20 for this little bottle, okay? And same with the powder. There's only 1.3 ounces in here. And this is like $20 or more. And this is not anything that people are using in a salon. They're not using Beauty Secrets. They're usually using OPI, CND, Tammy Taylor. What's the other one? They have a gel system too. It starts with an A. I can't remember the name of it. But oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I need to make a list too because I have got some gem glue that I found that is just, oh, I love it. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how, trying to think of the name because there are some I will look through because I don't know about the set, my starter set that I got. Now this stuff is the Beauty Secrets, the acrylic and all that. That is absolutely Sally's Beauty Supply. I don't think you can get that on Amazon. The Morgan Taylor polish you most likely probably can. Um, and uh, but I will look and see what kind of kits, and I will definitely put some links up there. Um, and if you want, I will. It might not be tonight, but I'll do it tomorrow, and I will tag you in it. Oh, you just want, oh, like the clear acrylic, yeah, yeah, and the clear gel, yeah. I will put all that in the description, and I will tag you in the comments so you know it's down there. And yeah, so and that's another thing. I love Amazon for my nail stuff. They really well, and anymore. That's where I started just ordering the tips and stuff that I use to make the sets that I put on the website, because I was going into my supply houses, and after the vid, there is like literally nothing in the stores anymore. You cannot go in. And it used to be like there was an entire wall of, 20, 30 different nails. There's uh, you know, every polish was in stock, everything. And now, um, yeah, now you just can't. So, um, yeah, I will definitely do that for you. That's not a biggie at all. So, well, I am gonna go eat my Taco Bell. I want to thank you guys so much for coming on and hanging out with me tonight, and for listening to me complain and whine about Big Bad Bully Kelly. And, my final thoughts are just this: just concentrate on yourself, stop obsessing over me, watch one of the videos, learn a trade, learn how to do nails. Maybe that's your bag. Maybe that's what you can do when you grow up, Kelly. I don't know. So, all right, guys, let me find my little thing. So I will talk to you later. Hopefully tomorrow I can get on here. Like I said, I'll get on after this is dry, and so turn your notification bell on, and we'll do some fun like freestyle snowflakes or something like that on these. So all right. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Peace, love, and claws, y'all.